We are nearing into the end of the Norway Chess Tournament 2023 as we take a look at the results and standings of round 7 and the pairings for the penultimate round. In round 7, we had a lot of interesting matchups. Magnus Carlsen played against Alireza Firouzja. They drew their classical game and Magnus Carlsen got the better of Firouzja in the Armageddon. He got 1.5 points and Firouzja got 1 point. It's always an interesting thing to watch these two players play. Then we had Wesley So, who picked up 3 points for his win against Nodirbek Abdusattorov. He leaps forward into the standings, which we'll take a look at later. Then Fabiano Caruana did not manage to win today. He drew his classical game against Gukesh and then lost in the Armageddon. Actually, he lost on time. He had a better position in the queen and pawn endgame, but it was Gukesh who managed to handle his nerves and take the win. So Gukesh scored 1.5 points. Then in the game between Hikaru Nakamura versus Shakhriyar Mamedyarov, the classical game was drawn. Both players knew the theory quite well and they took it to a draw. And in the Armageddon, Hikaru Nakamura managed to clinch the victory over Shakhriyar Mamedyarov. And a second decisive result in the classical portion comes from Anish Giri versus Aryan Tari, where Anish Giri managed to pick up 3 points and Aryan Tari did not get any points. So with Wesley So and Anish Giri being the only ones to win in the classical portion today, they leap forward into the standings. Fabiano Caruana still leads as he had a big lead in the previous round, and even though he lost the Armageddon today, he still leads with 14.5 points. 2 points ahead from the second place, who is Hikaru Nakamura with 12.5 points. And in the third place, we have a new name, who is Wesley So with 10.5 points. He won 3 points today, so as I said, he leaped forward into the standings. Then Anish Giri also won 3 points today. He also has 10 points and now is currently in 4th position. Then we have Gukesh D, who has 10 points. He won against Fabiano Caruana in the Armageddon today. He and Anish Giri have 10 points. Then we have Alireza Firouzja, who lost to Magnus Carlsen in the Armageddon. He has 9.5 points. He got 1 point for the draw in the classical portion. Then we have Magnus Carlsen on 7th place with 9 points. He is low on the standings because he has not got many classical wins and he usually wins in the Armageddon, and that's why his scores are not very high. And then we have Shakhriyar Mamedyarov, who also has 9 points. Then we have Nodirbek Abdusattorov, the young talent, who is on 6 points. And last but not the least, we have Aryan Tari, who has scored 3 points and is currently in 10th position. Now let's move on to the pairings for the penultimate round, and we have a lot of interesting matchups. Shakhriyar Mamedyarov, a very attacking player, will face Magnus Carlsen. Then Alireza Firouzja will face Anish Giri. Nodirbek Abdusattorov, the young talent from Uzbekistan, will play against Hikaru Nakamura. Gukesh D, the Indian youngster, will face Aryan Tari. And Fabiano Caruana, who is the tournament leader currently, will face the current 3rd place of this tournament. So that is going to be an interesting matchup to watch. So let's see if Fabiano Caruana manages to maintain his lead or someone catches up. Anything can happen, as if you win in the classical portion, you get 3 points and you move way ahead in the standings. So it's going to be very interesting to watch who comes on top. I'll keep you updated for the statistics of the next round, so subscribe if you haven't already to not miss out on the next round update. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon in my next video. Till then, bye bye.